Regarding my new medbed series where I am addressing off-world technologies, this has been a difficult topic for me to discuss, but there is just so much evidence out there and it does appear that disclosure will occur very soon. Once again, I have put myself in the position of being strange, or as a loved lost one once said when I got my first beautiful Chinese crested, "You've been weird your whole life, and now you even found a weird dog." I always loved your spirit, Joanne. The memories or connections to these loved ones is beautiful. If you learn how to activate your 5D powers, you will be able to effortlessly communicate with them. As weird as I have been 10 times more curious. If I know something to be a fact, I will tell you, and I can say that I have had many metaphysical occurrences over about 40 years. I had a close friend once that worked in Area 51, and while he was very closed-lipped, a few things did happen while we were together that made me believe that we do have contact, and they likely live among us. That was about 15 to 20 years ago. I had not even really considered that the med beds that everyone was talking about could be a gift from an off-world civilization. Even more unbelievable is the thought that we could be working cooperatively with them to make this happen. It is all so unbelievable, but as a scientist, I simply cannot discount something, just because I've never seen or experienced it. So I had to explore, and I'm sharing with you information from people with a much higher and consistent 5D connection than I have. What I am understanding is that like us, there is good and bad factions in other civilizations, and the battle is constant throughout eternity. It is the way, according to Taoist belief. Check out my video that is an introduction to Taoist thought. The link is in the description. So people should understand that this is not just a physical fight on Earth between good and evil. The fight is interdimensional, and we are part of that balance. Many years ago, I did a digital presentation for an international digital art competition, maybe in 2008 or so. My presentation was about the interconnectedness between us and everything else. I didn't get selected, but I knew about our spiritual connection to everything else back then. I never really considered alien syndrome, as my sweet husband calls it, was part of that connection. For some reason, it is a tough concept for we as a people to accept. We have been programmed to think that everything is about us, that the world revolves around our existence. We have been told that we can't leave this place, and we are now in a biodome of some sort. Does any of this sound familiar? It's the Truman Show. I used to live where the movie was filmed. We are in a matrix being controlled by money and our connection to our ego. We have allowed our misery to become entertainment for terrible beings. Even further back in my life, I was interviewing a geneticist at the University of Florida. He was so proud of this software that he was working on, which was early 3D modeling of a patient's exact DNA and RNA, and how it was damaged by disease. That was in about 1994. It was my first direct observation of fractal geometry. The experience amazed and humbled me. Let me take you back just a little bit further in my life. It was in college, maybe about 1980. There was always a lot of free shows and activities for students on campus. It was during a time of great transformation when I saw an ad for The Amazing Kreskin. The ad said to make an intention to be there. I did and experienced my first glimpse at 5D powers. For people who don't know who Kreskin was, he was a performer kind of like a magician, but he was a mind reader to a mass audience. He was truly amazing. His performance was critical to my discovery of self. I was about 26 years old, and since then, I have always remembered his closing statement. He said, "Many people ask me how I can do the things I do, and the only thing that I can tell you is because no one ever told me that I couldn't do them as a child." Since that time, my journey has taken me everywhere from astral projection to energy exchange to bending a spoon with my mind. I only did that once, and there has been many more personal and intimate connections with spirit along the way. I don't consider myself an expert by any means. I am no different from you. In fact, I am you. We are connected in the most intimate way, through our very souls. Within the confines of that intimate realm, I have a history of experiences that are unexplained unless I consider the possibility of an unseen world that I am interacting with. I can tell you that there is a whole lot of stuff going on in the unseen world around and within us. So, please, as we move through this shift, be open to the possibilities that we are not alone on this planet or in this universe. We must be open to possibilities of things that many great minds knew throughout history. My daughter always tells me that there is a fine line between genius and insanity, but I know in my heart that I haven't crossed that line. I know that some next-level stuff is going on, and I intend to prepare myself for a beautiful transition into a 5D life. Time will tell about all of the physical things. When the beds will be here, will they fix my ailments? What will they cost? I understand how much pain some are in. In Zen philosophy, there is a goal to achieve detachment from the physical world. This concept presents a dilemma because if you want something too badly, you can't have it due to your attachment to it. Prosperity should be effortless, however. You should draw it to you with your positive intention while living in a period of higher vibrational states. What that means is that if we focus or obsess too much on getting something, we will not get it according to Zen beliefs because of our attachment to the material or physical world. On top of attachment, if you have low-level feelings of despair and anger, these vibrations are only making the dis-ease that you are so concerned about worse. Now you are saying, WTF. The ex-pharmacist told me that I need to focus intently if I want to manifest a beautiful life in another video. Which is it, you might ask? It's both. When practicing manifestation, we are often told to make the intention, put it out to creation and begin to live as if it is already done and the universe will effortlessly manifest it for us. While we are waiting, we are not supposed to fester on what we don't have and create low vibrations of feelings of need or want. Instead, we create a shift and we live as if we are there. We laugh. We are positive with anticipation. We picture ourselves where we want to be in our dreams. If our intention includes a new car, then we can even begin to look for the car that we wish to manifest. It really doesn't matter if we don't have $10 to our name. The universe has no concept of money, which is a man-made creation. The universe only reads your vibrations. Shift how you think about things. One might ask, what about if I am so ill that I can't move? It doesn't matter. I want to share another of those moments in my life when I was introduced to Morris Goodman and his beautiful wife. Morris is known as the Miracle Man. Morris was a successful entrepreneur and pilot who crashed his private plane. He immediately became a ventilator-dependent, quadriplegic who could move nothing but his eyelids and blink. His family was told that he would be a vegetable for the rest of his life. He is a true testament of hope for people who want to learn how to conduct energy healing on themselves, no matter how ill and how much in pain they are. Links for both the short and the full-length movie are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell to be notified of the incredible amount of information that is flowing through me as a result of this community's inspiration. And if there ever was a video to share with those that you love, this is the one. Whether it's a troubled teen or a person with a debilitating medical condition, if the story of Morris Goodman's life doesn't convince you of the power of intention and how you can heal your body with your mind, then nothing will. Now is the time for people to raise their vibration above our outdated and manipulated consciousness and begin to manifest our destiny.